Hello, my fellow coders. Welcome back to ThinkInCode. And today we are going to work with list. We're going to create, index, and use some list methods. So let's get started. First, what is a list? A list is an ordered, mutable collection that holds any mix of data types. So let's go by our code editor and see how we can create a list. First, we give it a variable name of your choosing, my list equals to, and then we use a square bracket to use that list to initialize that list. This suggests to Python that this is a list. Now let's use something like item 1, item 2, and item 3. Inside this, comma separated, each of them is a separate individual item or element. For the ease of use, we are going to call them items. But yes, each of them is an individual item. An item can be of any data type inside a single list. So mix list equals to string item, then we can have a number, then we can have a float, and then we can have a boolean, and both of them is a valid list. As you can see, both of them are a valid list. Now moving forward, we also have something like this: num list equals to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. So this num list, we can count the number of elements inside the list using total items equals to len num list, and then we can print total items. So if we print it, as you can see, we have 10 items, and as you can see, we have 10 items in the num list. So this is how you count the number of items inside the list, and this can be done for any list. Let's say my list, and it should be 3. As you can see, my list has 3 elements. So that is how you count the items in the list. Now moving forward, we have indexing. Indexing means getting the items by positions. So as you can see here, it's the same as our string but for items this time. So as you can see, apple is 0 and elderberry is 4. This is the positive index starting from 0 to whatever number of items you have in a list. And then negative index, meaning -1 at the last or at the end of the list. Starting from then and to the start of the list, we increase the minus by 1 each time. Let's look at it in practice. So what we can say is position list, and then what we can do is create a positional list like first position, second position, third position, and let's go fourth, fifth, and sixth position. Let's do this. Let's move forward with something like positional list. Then we're gonna do 1. Which position would we get for this? Pause the video and tell me which position would we get, which item would we get from this position 1. If we print it, we get second position. Second position meaning this, but we used 1. Shouldn't this be the item we get? No, because as we saw in the indexing or accessing item by position, we saw that the first item is 0 and the second item is 1. That's why we're accessing the second item using 1. So if we hit 0 here, at 0 index, we can get the first item. As you can see, first position. Now let's get from 1 to 4. And in this, the 4 will not be included. See, position second, third, and fourth. So what we are getting here is 1 is second position, 2 is third position, and 3 is fourth position. That's how we do indexing, and that's how we can use slicing as well. So next, we are going to learn about list methods. We have a lot of this. We are going to try out some important ones, and others I hope you try it yourself. Let's use the position list for this. Let's say print position list, and then we are going to position list dot append, and then we are going to add 7th position and then print positional list. So what this does is whatever argument you give here is an item that will be added at the end of the list. So that is how you use append. Now we have another one. So this will be adding a new item to the end of the list. Now we have another. What we can do is fruits equals to apple, banana, and mango. And let's say we have fruits 2, that is watermelon, melon, kiwi, and then we have strawberry. Let's see if we have to combine this 2. How would we do it? By using extend. What we can do is fruits dot extend, and then what we can do is add fruits 2. So what this does is, let's first print a string, and then we are going to add extend here, extend, and then we are going to use print fruits, and then after extending, we are going to print fruits again. So what this did was add this second list into the first list. As you can see, the first list is just apple, banana, and mango. And then what we did is apple, banana, mango, watermelon, kiwi, and strawberry. We added the fruits 2 into fruits 1. So that is what extend does. Next is, let's say we are going to work with remove now. Remove. So let's say you want to remove something. I want to remove strawberry. So okay, what we can do is fruits dot remove strawberry. And if we print this, as you can see, okay, we haven't printed this out. So print fruits. As you can see, after we removed it dot remove strawberry, it removed strawberry from it. And let's say it's not strawberry. You could say like it's the end one, so obviously it got removed. So let's say I want to remove kiwi. So if we print, see the kiwi is removed as well. So dot remove helps us remove a specific item of your choosing. Now let's do this. Print. What we're going to do is pop. So what is pop? Pop meaning print. So what we can do is fruits dot pop, and then we're going to print fruits. Print fruits, just fruits, then fruits dot pop, and then print fruits. Now if we print it, as you can see, we got apple, mango, apple, banana, mango, watermelon, and strawberry. Apple, banana, mango, and watermelon. Without any arguments, pop will remove the very last index of a list. But if we add an index, so let's say we want to remove apple because it has a wrong spelling. So as you can see in the second list, after we removed it, we got no apple, just banana, mango, watermelon, and strawberry. So that is how you use pop. And for the final one, what we can use is, let's sort, and let's make a new list. Let's make unsort list. And what we're going to do is create B, C, D, E, F. Now this is sorted, so we're going to A, C, E, D, D, D. So if we print unsort list, and then what we can do is unsort.sort, and then we're going to print so it will sort. See, what happened here was we took a unsorted list, right? And then we use sort to sort it alphabetically, as you can see, A, B, C, D, E. But now what happened is we changed the real list and sort it. But usually the best practice would be to do this instead. Take sorted list and then use sorted, and then do unsort list and then print sorted list. Now this will do the same thing. Now it's just that we made a sorted copy of unsort list, but the unsort list would stay the same in its original form. As you can see, we did the sorted list, we sorted it, but the real unsort list, the original list that we created, stayed the same. So that is how we usually work with short list. So I have done most of this, and I hope you can do other ones. Those are important ones, but the most important ones were the ones I just explained. I hope you practice all of them in different ways and try it out. Just play around with them. And this is methods in action, right? This is exactly just what we did just now. For a recap in what we learned today, number 1, list stores ordered data, any mix of types or any size. And next, we learned about indexing starts from 0 and negative indices count from the end with -1 as the starting point. So slicing lets you grab a range with a list, start being the position of where you want to start the range, and stop being the end of the range you created. And stop is inclusive. It will not include the stop number. So methods like .append, .store, .remove help us modify the list in place. Like we said, lists are mutable, and that mutable means modifiable, and we use methods to modify them in place. So that is it for today, and in the next video we are going to talk about looping through the list comprehensions, and nested lists. So stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't, comment if you want me to improve anything at all. Happy coding, keep coding. Bye bye.